Hi guys, welcome back to Data Do Not Lie. And as the new WTC cycle, 2025-2027 WTC cycle has already begun. Sri Lanka versus Bangladesh first test match is going on, so it has already begun. But for India, it is the first. It is the beginning for India today, and India are playing against England at Headingley, the first test match. Uh, the previous two test series, India lost. BGT in Australia, India lost there 3-1. Australia won that series 3-1 against India. And before that, also, New Zealand came to India and they won 3-0. So, India will be wanting to come back to winning ways as far as test series is concerned. Meanwhile, England, though, they are also having a transition team, we can say, because now James Anderson has also retired. Stuart Broad has also retired, so they're also having a relatively new team, we can say. Some new bowlers are there. In fact, England have already announced their playing 11 actually. Josh Tongue, Shoaib Bashir, Braden Cars, they're all playing in the 11. Chris Wokes is obviously there. He's an experienced player. And coming to the batting, they're having Zach Crawley, Ben Duckett, Ollie Pope, Joe Root, Harry Brook, and captain Ben Stokes, Jimmy Smith. It looks like a decent team, but they're also going through a transition. India are also going through a transition, we can say. India has not yet announced their playing 11, but most likely, I think we can see Sai Sudarshan and Karun Nair play today in the 11. So yeah,
No, but
your
how will both of them play? Either of them gets a chance. I don't guess both of them will play.
No, like the playing 11 can be, I'll tell you the playing 11, like the probable 11 of India. Yashasvi Jaiswal and Sai Sudarshan can open the batting. Karun Nair can
KL
come at.
Rahul is opening good.
KL Rahul can bat in the middle order also, right? He
No
can be.
way, no way, no way, no way. KL Rahul is opening like it has been clear. KL Rahul, Sai Sudarshan, number KL Rahul, Jaiswal, number three, maybe Sai Sudarshan. Shubman Gill is at number four. Rishabh Pant is at number five. That's the top five, I guess.
Then Sai
Because
Sudarshan
even
should bat at number 6 or what? That will be out of position, right?
Sai Sudarshan is batting at three, maybe Karun Nair or Sai Sudarshan. Either of them gets dropped. We'll come to that. We'll come to that.
So maybe then Sai Sudarshan might, but reports are saying that Sai Sudarshan might debut today. So then maybe Karun Nair might have to wait for his chance.
Hmm.
So yeah, it is going to be India have not yet announced their playing 11. Meanwhile, England's playing 11 has already come out. So yeah, what do you expect from this test match? Your thoughts?
Yeah, so very important test match. And as you mentioned, India's record in Gautam Gambhir's coaching in test match has been really what I would say, not good, very bad. I will not say average also. They were whitewashed 3-0. They were 4-1. They were like thrashed
3-1.
4-1 in
3-1. 3-1.
3-1
One
in
match
Australia.
got draw. Yeah.
And I am not expecting much from this side also. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Because the kind of I thought I will bring this point later in the discussion, but since you have started this, so I'll tell you. The kind of favoritism Gautam Gambhir is showing is really bad. Harshit
Yeah,
Rana
like
again. Harshit Rana again gets us into the side. I'll tell you. Anshul Kampoch performed really very well. Okay, he's a newcomer. You cannot give all the matches to Anshul Kampoch. Mukesh Kumar. The kind of pace which Mukesh Kumar has, he will be the most effective bowler because the kind of pace Mukesh Kumar and Shardul Thakur have, they will be the like the most effective bowlers in these kind of condition. But again, his obsession with Harshit Rana, I don't know what he is making. He has dropped Sarfaraz Khan. Sarfaraz Khan is not picked because he is a
yeah.
newcomer, but Harshit Rana is picked because he is KKR player. So that's really shameful of this coach. And again, I don't know. I really don't expect much from him because he's just there. I'll tell you, he's making an. And there are reports also suggesting that Ravindra Jadeja might be dropped from the playing 11. There are reports going on. Why?
Why actually?
Why? Because he wants complete control in his hand. He wants to play 11 newcomers. We know the captain will be with coach only, and then the 11 newcomers will be there so that if Team India wins, it credit goes to Mr. Gambhir, and if Team India loses, because it's a newcomer team, so we cannot question this team. We have seen what he has done in the New Zealand tour,
Yeah.
New Zealand 2-0. We have seen what he has done in that Australia tour, and so again, I don't have much
And that is
expectation.
why
And I
That is why India
Uh-huh.
couldn't qualify for the WTC final this time around.
Definitely, definitely. And I'm predicting Gautam Gambhir will meet the same fate as Greg Chappell met. I'm seeing the Greg Chappell 2.0
Well,
happening with Mr. Gautam
at
Gambhir.
least Gautam Gambhir has won the Champions Trophy, right? I mean, India won the Champions Trophy under
See,
Gautam Gambhir.
again, that discussion will go on that they played on the same venue. They got a very strong team because they could accommodate all those spinners. So I really will not judge Gautam Gambhir on the basis of Champions Trophy. We'll see in the coming tours. We'll see in the England tour what he does, what he has to offer, what Harshit Rana does, or what Sai Sudarshan or Karun Nair do. We'll see to that. But the kind of favoritism he's showing is really very evident. And even Mukesh Kumar shared an Instagram story. He was really very depressed that he was not selected after performing really very well for India A against England Lions. So that's not very good. Now, coming on to this match, I guess this venue has been a very mixed kind of feeling for India. India won by an in 2002, I guess, by an innings. But in 2021, India again lost by an innings in the same venue.
Yeah,
India were bundled out for 78, if you remember that match
yeah.
in the 2021. So kind of a mixed, but England's record is really very good here in this venue.
Yeah, chasing
I'll
teams
tell
will
you,
have an advantage actually in Headingley.
yeah. So actually, if you see, there have been 84 matches right here, and 29 times teams batting first have won, and 36 times teams bowling first have won. So obviously, the chasing team has a advantage because initially, I guess the pitch will have something to offer for the bowlers, and we have seen the picture of that pitch. It's green top, so hopefully,
No,
Shubman
like
Gill wins the toss,
I think
and
it'll be
Bumrah
similar
can do.
to I think it'll be similar to the WTC final what we saw. Like first 2 days it'll be conditions will assist the bowlers. But slowly towards day three, day four, I think the pitch will become better for batting. Of course, this is not Lords, it is Headingley. But even in Headingley, I have seen like even if you see that match in which England they chased on 350 plus against Australia, Ashes 2019, that famous
Hmm.
Ben Stokes innings where he will bat with Jack Leach and win the match. Even in that match, England got bowled out for 67 in the first innings. If you check
Yeah,
that match, England got bowled out for 67 in the first innings, and then in the second innings
I
they came and
remember. I remember that match. That's a really historical match.
that was at this
But the
ground
thing,
only. So yeah,
England, as you said, it's going from a transition phase. But still, think England will have an advantage. Obviously, they are playing at home, and the playing 11 which they have announced. If I come to that, uh, yeah. So the playing 11, if you see, you have Crawley, Duckett, then you have Joe Root's experience. Harry Brook is in very good form. Hopefully,
Ollie Pope, Ollie Pope.
no, I'm saying, yeah, Harry Brook does not do what he has done in this overseas tour. Hopefully, he's back in form. Like he has shown some
But
good
I think
form in
I
the.
think Harry Brook is a better batter in Test match compared to White Ball. I have seen that.
That's the point. And let's see what Ben Stoke has to offer, whether he will bowl or not. Uh, uh, Otherwise, yeah, bowling is looking a bit unexperienced, but that's also we have to see that the batting of India is also not very experienced side. Obviously, you
I
have
think
KL Rahul and
I
Yashasvi at
think
the top.
Josh Tongue is a good bowler, right? I've heard a lot about
Hmm.
him. Josh Tongue and Chris Wokes is obviously there for them. Bryden Cars, whether he's a test match bowler, I am doubtful actually, whether he can swing the ball. That is where I am feeling doubtful.
I guess he will bowl as first change. Bryden Cars will bowl as first change, and maybe uh he's a good like he's an
Well, actually,
express pace
like
bowler. So.
I'm having one doubt actually. What happened to that Ollie Robinson? They were having one bowler. Why they didn't
Ollie
play him?
Robinson is not fit actually. He's not fit.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
He was a good bowler
Yeah.
actually. That is why I thought.
And another thing, like Rishabh Pant has so many records to break. If he scores 150, like just a single 50, he will be the like he'll break many records like of wicket keepers. He has 6 centuries, and if he gets to 1 century, he'll break Dhoni's record. So Rishabh Pant has so many things to break
Yeah,
in this
yeah.
story, achieve in this
Definitely,
tour.
actually, because if you see, like Rishabh Pant, I think is the only keeper batsman to score 2 centuries in England. He has already scored two
Hmm.
centuries. So
Yeah, that's the thing. So let's see. I don't know. I haven't seen Josh Tongue as you said, but as we see, Chris Wokes, Bryden Cars, Joe Tongue, and Shoaib Bashir.
Chris
Obviously,
Woakes,
Shoaib Bashir.
Chris Woakes can be a dangerous bowler. I'm telling you, he picks up those wickets. New ball, he bowls really well. But Bryden Cars, I'm
Hmm.
not so sure. That is why in previous tours I've seen Ollie Robinson bowl well. So I thought, but if he's not fit, means you can't do anything. So yeah,
Yeah, but another thing which I would like to discuss is that English players are like considering Test cricket still as the pinnacle. There are so many players who are considering T20 as there. We have seen so many retirements going on. But Harry Brook, if you remember, he just pulled out of IPL as he
yeah.
wanted to prepare for the Test
Even
matches.
Jason Roy, even Jason Roy has done that multiple times actually. He never
Yeah,
participates in the IPL. So I think I think the not only England actually, I think the top three, India, Australia, and England, all of them prioritize Test cricket equally. I think it is only the smaller nations who feel that maybe their boards are not having enough money, so that's why they want money. So that's why they wanting to go and participate in
no,
the T20.
that's also another reason that the financial thing is also obviously a big question mark on all these boards. But coming on to match, so what are your expectations? Can India do the unbelievable this time here?
I don't know. Like
Please.
I'm giving the edge to England actually because India also, if you see, like it's a young team right now. Without, I think this I saw one stat actually. After 5,050 days, we are not going to see Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli, and Ravichandran Ashwin playing in a Test match for India.
And also, Virat Kohli like made his test debut on 20th of June only.
Yeah,
And today the match is on 20, starting on 20th of June without Kohli and Rohit. Obviously, it would be an emotional moment, but obviously we got to go. But I guess again we'll come to that. That retirement thing could have been well planned, but leave that. So what is your playing 11? Leave beside Gautam Gambhir's playing 11. We know if you give option to Gautam Gambhir, he'll play 11 times Harshit Rana in his squad. He will drop all the players and
yeah,
say
yeah.
Harshit Rana, you
Even
bowl, you bat,
even
you
even in
ball,
the
you.
Champions Trophy also, he didn't give chance to Arshdeep Singh or anyone. He was giving chance only to Harshit Rana. So Harshit Rana is really
Yeah,
lucky to have Gautam Gambhir as Indian head coach. As long as he is
and we are
there,
really,
yeah.
and Indian team is really very unlucky to have Gautam Gambhir as his coach. I would say that. So
Well,
many
you
talent,
are
so
saying
much
like
talent.
this. You are saying like this, but some people might argue saying that under Gautam Gambhir, India has won the Champions Trophy, so they don't mind.
And then Gautam Gambhir, India won Champions Trophy because they were playing at the same spot, at the same venue. That's the truth. If they have to move every other venue, maybe they could not have won. But I'm talking about the test performance of Mr. Gautam Gambhir.
Yeah,
What is your take on that? How he himself as a player has performed? If you remember that commentary of Joffrey Boycott, I guess, where he calls Gautam Gambhir a rubbish test player.
yeah, yeah. I
I
think
don't
it
know
was in
whether.
that 2011 tour. I think, isn't it?
Uh-huh. So maybe Gautam Gambhir has also few scores to settle. If he turns out to be a like if he India wins this series, then Gautam Gambhir will be like will have answered, and we'll also then stop questioning Gautam Gambhir, stop questioning the selection of Harshad Rana if he picks some wickets today.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
let's see.
Definitely, but I don't think winning the Test series in England is as easy as you are saying because even Australia, if you
No,
see, when they went for the Ashes in England, they are only able to square the series. Even Australia are not able to win the series in England. So,
my prediction, if you ask my prediction, 3-1, 4-1 favoring England. Maybe 3-0 or 4-0. Maybe India might not win even a single match. And as we discussed that there was a time when we celebrated even winning a single test match. It was only when Virat Kohli became the captain when we started winning some series. Because
yeah,
previous to that, even if we would have won a single test match, we would celebrate just like anything, just like we had won a World Cup. And we are going towards that stage only. Like even if we won a single test match, we'll rejoice and Gautam Gambhir will come and he'll say, "Okay, we have done well. We are a new team." We don't have that experience side. So he's playing really very safe here.
Yeah, definitely, actually, because I think Virat Kohli is one of the best test captains which India produced. But I don't think Rohit Sharma could match the level of Virat Kohli. And now whether
Definitely.
Shubman Gill, I think many people are rating Shubman Gill highly. I don't know whether how it's going to turn out to be. We need to see how it works. I think Shubman Gill, according to me, he looks like a very calm person. He's not over aggressive like what Virat Kohli was, or he doesn't get tensed also. A very calm captain. At least what I have seen in Gujarat Titans, I think Shubman Gill might be a good choice, but his batting records overseas, away from home, is another problem. That also needs to
That's
be
the thing
addressed.
actually. And yes, we cannot say that whether right now he's a good captain or a bad captain. We'll have to see. But my only question is whether he will be having entire freedom to take the decision. The kind of coach which Gambhir is, like I want that Shubman Gill should have full freedom in choosing his 11, in taking all the decision, in doing all the bowling changes. And yes, as you raised the question, his batting performance in overseas has been a question. And another thing is, right now, Bumrah has already announced that he will not be playing the full series.
Yeah,
I guess that's not a very good decision. Okay, you don't play, but don't announce it before, like beforehand. Just to say that you are playing only three matches, that doesn't gives any advantage to your team. Okay, you don't play, you go, you don't play, you take a rest. That's the good thing. But why showing your cards before the game?
yeah,
I don't
definitely.
know.
Actually, in fact, they even wanted to give the captaincy to Jasprit Bumrah, but he said, "I don't want to captain because I can't guarantee myself to play the full Test series. So I don't want to
But
captain three Test matches, and another person to captain the remaining two Test matches won't work. So I want to put the
that,
team
that
first." That is what he said.
that's my question. Is these are words of Bumrah? Because we never know whether captaincy was offered to him or not. And maybe since captaincy was not offered, so just to show that since captaincy was offered to me, but I'm not fit, that's why he's doing all these things. We never knew, we never know, not come to know that whether captaincy was offered to Bumrah or not.
No, maybe it might
Because
have been offered, but if
maybe
he doesn't
it
want,
has been offered.
he said he's clear that as a player he wants to contribute to Indian cricket, but of course he likes captaincy. But I think he's also having that back issue, isn't it? Like he couldn't play in that Sydney Test in Australia. That last innings when Australia was chasing, he was not available. So that is the last thing you want, isn't it? So that is
But
why he
as
wants to
far
manage his workload.
As far as I remember, when Hardik Pandya was given captaincy to Mumbai Indians, Bumrah wanted to captain Mumbai Indians. And IPL
Yeah,
is also not a very short game. He could, if you can play 2 months in stretch for IPL and captain the side, then you can also play 2 months of this Test cricket and captain the side. But leave it. My only question is he shouldn't have announced that he would not be playing five, like he would be playing only three matches and all that. But what would be your bowling attack on this kind of like surface?
actually, the three pacers and Shardul Thakur will be there. Like Jasprit Bumrah, Mohammad Siraj, Prasidh Krishna should play in the 11. Shardul Thakur is that all-rounder. That if you remember in the last England series, Shardul Thakur he scored a couple of 50s and he was also picking up the important wickets. In fact, the term Lord Shardul Thakur, it got formed only after the previous India versus England series. So he will also be
Yeah,
important. And will you
yeah.
want to play Nitish Reddy in the playing 11? That is my question.
That's my thing. That's my question was that if you are playing Shardul Thakur, then obviously Nitish Kumar Reddy gets dropped. But because if you see the top five are pretty much clear, and then at you have four bowlers, three bowlers, so 5, 3, 8, and then Ravindra Jadeja gets assigned, or maybe Nitish Kumar Reddy, and then Kuldeep Yadav can be included. Shardul Thakur, Nitish Kumar Reddy, three pacers, Kuldeep Yadav, and then the five batters. Maybe
Kuldeep
uh,
Yadav
India can.
does not find a place in the playing 11 actually because you want to
No,
play
because Shoaib,
Bumrah.
I'm telling you, na, see, Shubman Gill, sorry, let's start from the opening. KL Rahul and Yashasvi Jaiswal open the side, open. Number three, Sai Sudarshan. Number four, Shubman Gill. Number five,
Rishabh Pant.
uh, Rishabh Pant. Number 6, Nitish Kumar Reddy. Number 7, Shardul Thakur.
Jadeja?
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Jadeja will be dropped.
You're
That's
dropping
my
Jadeja. Oh, I thought he's the only senior member in the team, guide all the
that
youngsters.
that's the news going on. That's the dressing room leaks which are happening. That maybe Jadeja might be dropped from the side to include Nitish Kumar Reddy and Shardul Thakur and Kuldeep Yadav.
Oh,
But
okay.
he has been number one all rounder for the longest period of time.
That
But
is
we
why
know with
that
Gambhir,
is why I'm shocked actually,
Gambhir
and
is Gambhir.
particularly now after all these retirements, Jadeja only has to guide the transition team, right? So that is what I was thinking. But now you're saying you'll drop Jadeja also. Then it'll
I
be
will not
completely.
drop. I'll not drop. I'll not drop Jadeja. If you ask me, I'll play Jadeja. But the thing is that whether Gambhir will go with Jadeja or not, or
And
whether we will be seeing another
and
retirement
knowing
after this too.
knowing Gambhir, do you think Harshit Rana will come in the playing 11? Maybe it's one of
I
Siraj or
guess,
Prasidh Krishna
I
to get
guess,
dropped.
I guess Harshit Rana will be playing today.
So in place of who then? Bumrah will be there. So Siraj, Prasidh Krishna, who will get dropped then?
Four bowlers, four pacers.
Bumrah, Siraj, Prasidh Krishna, Harshit Rana. Then what about Shardul Thakur? You need that batting, right?
You get Shardul Thakur also. Drop Jadeja, drop Jadeja then. Yeah. Or maybe Shardul Thakur, five bowlers, Shardul Thakur, five pacers will be there. Shardul Thakur and four bowlers. These make to five. Sixth could be Jadeja and the five batters.
Oh, yeah, that is also an option. So Nitish Kumar Reddy doesn't play then.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay, that is also a good option actually. But actually, no, I don't want Harshit Rana in the playing 11. But the thing is, the way Gambhir is wanting to always give preference to Harshit Rana, he might play in the playing 11. But even though if we see Harshit Rana didn't do much in Australia also,
Hmm.
so I am
That's
doubtful
that's
actually
that's
about
my
this.
point is why was he selected? Chalo,
Anshul Kamboj, Anshul Kamboj has a better stats actually compared to Harshit Rana. He did well in the practice matches, but
even
still, I don't
Nitish
know why
Kumar,
he was left out.
Nitish Kumar also has a very good, and he would have been a very effective bowler in these conditions. Let's see, chalo. So I guess we can wrap this up now.
Yeah, yeah. So, what is your prediction now for the first test match?
I see England winning this match. First match, obviously, England will win.
Yeah,
Indians
me,
will need some time to get acclimatized.
me also. I'm also going with England actually because we need to see first how this Indian team adapts to these conditions. Like it's going to be generally India outside of away from home. They always struggle actually. It was only under Virat Kohli that that particular period where India were able to dominate. Even in that particular period, actually, if we see India only won in Australia. Two times India won Test series in Australia, but other places India still couldn't win. If you see India's,
No, they played
the,
very well in England. That was only the one match which got delayed. That's why we couldn't win that series. But because we played very well in England.
yeah, we played well, but we couldn't win it. If you see, the last time India won a Test series in England was way back in
Yeah.
2007 when Rahul Dravid was the captain. I think, yeah,
Yeah.
Rahul Dravid was the captain, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. So in 2007, India won in England, but after that, India has not been able to win. So yeah, so under Virat Kohli, India won in Australia, but still in other places, India has yet to win. So let's see what how it goes. It's going to be an interesting match. This first Test match between India and England. Any final thoughts?
Yeah, the only concern is since now WTC is starting and the last phase of last WTC was really very depressing for all the fans. So still I'm not expecting too much, but I'm expecting is a very good test cricket from Indian side. At least show some fight. You are a very new side. So that's try to give the whatever you have got. Try to show the world cricket how test cricket is played and response and give a very good response to that baseball cricket.
Yeah, definitely. Actually, let's see whether India can bounce back from the last two Test series defeats. And it was good, and in a way, it was good because South Africa became the World Test champions in 2025. At least South Africa broke their long-standing ICC drought. So, in a way, it had a good ending. The previous WTC cycle had a good ending. But now it is up to, since now South Africa and New Zealand, they have won the WTC. Only India is, I think, from the big nations, big test playing nations. Of course, India is yet to win the WTC. England is also yet to win the WTC. So hopefully, maybe try to win the. Uh, both these teams can try to win this WTC cycle, 2025 to 2027. So it is going to be interesting. Let's see whether, because if you see, all the three WTC finals have happened in England, but England have not been able to qualify for the WTC final. So they will also be
Yeah.
wanting to push this time and try and get through to the final. Of course, India will also try to push. So yeah, that is cricket for you. Competition. It is going to be really highly competitive once again. So let's see how it goes. I think in less than in another 3 hours, the test series is going to start. So we are going to see some outstanding cricketing action, some intense cricketing action for the next 1 month or so in this five-match test series. So let's see how it goes. I have predicted England to win. You have also predicted England to win. It is not that we don't want India to win. It is just that we feel that maybe because it is the starting of the test series, we need to see how the Indian players and Indian batters are able to adapt to the conditions and play. So that is why we think that England has a slight edge over India. So let's see how it goes. On that note, we come to the end of the preview of the first test match between India and England. We'll be back again with further cricketing updates. So until then, please like, share, subscribe to our channel Data Do Not Lie, post your comments in the comment section. We'll be back again soon. Cheers, guys.